We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah, talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get mad. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of everyone welcome.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X?
He's all right. it.
All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your Saturday Vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Also, don't forget to make sure you double check to make sure that you're still subscribed, especially if you have not been receiving those notifications. Okay, so let's get into it. And also, as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay, so let's get this party started. Hello, 504 Nola, Khalid is in the house, Desmond, Sandra, Lady D, Lillian X, Buckhurst DC, Tracy, Laverne. All right, Miss Peaches. Okay. Miss Peaches said, wipe your feet at the door as you enter the queendom and hit that like button. Sit down and catch all the nefariousness. That's right. All right, Deronda, Darnell, Pearlie, Kimberly Francis here. All right, all hell no. So let's get this party started. Lights up. Everyone, please like and share. Sunset Nights, welcome. VR is in the house. Anita, Empress. Okay, so that all being said, thank you all for tuning in. Now, I was already getting ready to do my live update on Sean Kingston. For those of you that follow my backup channel, you know that I talked about that story the other day. And so that all been said, hey, Cherokee Descendant. And so then I saw that Nicki Minaj, Desmond, my moderator, brought it to my attention that Nicki Minaj is being detained in Amsterdam. So let's get into it because it's all nefarious, okay? It is all nefarious. Now, first of all, I had to do me a TikTok real quick. Please pay attention. All right, so let's get into it. Lights up. All right. I see Shida Messa Herbalist is in the house. Okay. Maurice is here. Let's get into it. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. First, we're going to go to my TikTok. Everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmadiyyah Shakur. Nicki Minaj has just been arrested by the Dutch police. Let's get into it.
Here. You can go inside. No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer.
No, I need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going.
You have to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away. It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will get your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
you're talking about my show?
Yes.
What about it?
Yeah. We talked that they were
and who's going in this vehicle?
He will go with you.
As you can see, they're trying to get Nicki to go inside that little small sardine can size space, and she's refusing. And they have allegedly detained her because they claim that she had illegal substances. Okay, she needs an attorney, and I hope that she doesn't give them any information until she gets one. Okay, now this is a developing story, so I'll be back with any more information that comes up. Please pay attention. Hashtag free Nicki. Okay, honey, they need to leave the Queen Bee alone. Now, this is all crazy. And can you imagine? Now, they did all of this while Nicki's on a live. Okay, but let's go on to the next video. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. And because I did that on TikTok, I didn't want to say the word drugs. Okay, so I, left that out when I was recording that. Okay, so let's continue.
Where am I going? I have no idea where
You
I'm
have
going.
to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away.
It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will get your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
yes,
What about it?
yeah, we
He
talk.
said they will help to try to get you there.
They'll help to try to get me to my
Yes.
show.
So you get
How?
them out very quickly.
To do it as soon as possible. But we
What,
can.
what am I doing? What am I doing? I
You
never
are
gave
under
anyone.
arrest.
I never. So I'm under arrest.
Yes.
But
Yes.
under arrest for what?
Okay. Stop filming now.
I'm under arrest for what?
Okay.
Do you
Stop
know what
filming
happened
now.
when I came
You have
here?
to go inside.
Huh? What you said?
Can you please stop filming and just step in the car first?
No, I need a lawyer, because I don't know where I'm going.
You will get a lawyer at the office. You can contact the lawyer, but if you just step in the car, then it will go as fast as possible.
And who's going in this vehicle?
So please step.
He will go with you.
Y'all reading the comments? Are y'all reading the comments? Okay, so I find it all nefarious because Nicki said they had been trying to stop her shows. That's what she said in her post. But hold on. At the end of the day, why was he so bothered that she was recording? You're supposed to record the police, okay, in case they try anything shady. Now, here's the last clip.
Say,
Second,
tell me again.
the police officer told me we have to offload all the luggage
Okay.
and to search everything
Okay.
of your luggage. I'm so sorry to say that.
But isn't that what you planned on doing from the get-go? Why didn't you guys search it before it went on the plane?
They did just a quick check, but now they want to open
Why?
it. And first of all, because you filmed him, and he was like,
Because I filmed him.
yeah, he was like, he doesn't believe that you don't have more with you than you said.
No, he asked me, do I have any more in those purses? And I said no. And I asked him, where are my bags? They took my bags and put it on the plane before I could know what bags are on the
I
plane.
see.
So,
I'm so sorry for that.
okay, of course. What did they say?
Okay, so with that all being said, I see people saying that you can't film the police in Europe. Yes, you can. You can film them. Okay, you can film them. The thing is, they purposely harass you and will try to lock you up for doing so. But really, there's no law that says you can't. Let's look it up. All right, they need to sit down somewhere. They're trying to demonize and criminalize it just like they do here in the United States. Here, you can film the police, but we've seen on occasion where they will beat people, assault people, lock people up, or arrest them or threaten to arrest them for simply recording them, which is your right if you're in a public place. It says, filming police interactions potentially creates a measure of accountability and an objective record of events. Yet, reports of harassment and prosecution of those who film the police are widespread across Europe. So there's no law in Europe saying that you can't record them. And that was my whole point. Okay, you can record them if you want to. They just want to give you a hard time if you do. And they do the same thing here in the United States. How many times have we seen it? At the end of the day, but hold on, because I forgot to tell you all what Nicki said on that caption. Hold on. Like stuff, everyone please like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds. I can't wait to see how this all turns out, because these people are just doing the most, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so Nicki says, they've been trying to stop me from coming to every show. They took my bags before I could see them, put it on the plane. Now saying they're waiting on customs. This is what it looks like when people are paid big money to try to sabotage a tour after all else has failed. Everything they've done is illegal. And then Tyrese replies and says, we are reminded often when we go to international territories, but they don't want us, that they don't want us there. Sorry this has happened to you. Stay strong. I deal with the miserable employees that work in public places. My favorite thing to say to them is, it's not my fault you're here. They cringe instantly. So from what Nicki is saying, it sounds to me like she's basically talking about that whole situation with her and Meg Thee Stallion. Okay, now she said Jay-Z and Beyonce were trying to sabotage her career and how they were buying up those streams from Megan. That's what it sounds like she's alluding to. Like maybe somebody made some phone calls to have them continuously harass her while she's there. Because this has been ongoing according to her. She says they tried to in fact stop her for coming to every show. So I find that interesting. Okay, and then supposedly, allegedly, it was all about Mary Jane. So if it's about Mary Jane, I'm sorry. I thought that was legal over there. This is all crazy at the end of the day. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Let me see if there's any further update. Okay, here's what they say as of 15 minutes ago. The Daily Mail says, Nicki Minaj live streams her own arrest in Amsterdam as she's accused of carrying drugs in her luggage by police amid her Pink Friday 2 tour. So, despite vehemently denying that she was carrying any drugs, the 41-year-old rapper was told that she needed to go to the police station in footage captured during her Instagram Live. Now, in the recording, a man explained to her that she would get an attorney at the office and that they would go as fast as possible. During the Instagram Live, the Anaconda hitmaker said that she was told to get into this police van and go into the precinct with no attorney present. She further alleged that someone working for airport security requested that she made a statement with no lawyer present after finding pre-rolls in bags that were not authorized to take. So the DailyMail.com has reached out to Minaj's representative for confirmation on if she was actually arrested, but it's not heard back. Now, it's currently unclear if she was booked at a police station. Before the alleged arrest, Minaj shared a series of posts on X, previously known as Twitter, about her bags getting pulled for a thorough search at the airport, saying they've been trying everything they possibly can to try to stop this tour. This is what she wrote in a tweet before theorizing that they were trying to plant things in her luggage. And they could have been. Okay, this all sounds real sketchy to me. Now, additionally, she shared footage on her Instagram of a man telling her that police needed to take a closer look at her luggage. In the clip, an airline crew member told her that a police officer told him that they had to offload all the luggage and to search everything. I'm so sorry to say that, he continued. She then asked, but wasn't that what you planned on doing from the get-go? Why didn't you guys search it before it went on the plane? Okay, before it went on the plane. Exactly. He explained they did just a random quick check, but now they want to open it. After she asked why, he said, first of all, because you filmed him and he doesn't believe you that you don't have more than what you say. He's just mad and butthurt and bit out of shape because she was recording him. Because notice that he asked her to stop. And this is the kind of stuff they do over there, okay? In these countries like that, they will harass you and just arrest you, make threats of arrest and all sorts of things to intimidate you for recording their actions. Okay? Same thing they do in the United States, mind you. No, he asked me, do I have any more in those purses? And I said no. And I asked him, where are my bags? They took my bags and put them on the plane before I could know what bags are on the plane. The airline crew member simply said he was sorry for that. Okay, of course, she said before the video ended. Now, in Minaj's caption, she wrote, they took my bags before I could see them and then put them on the plane. This is what it looks like when people are paid big money to try to sabotage a tour after all else has failed. Everything they've done is illegal. And then here are some more things that she posted. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. This is all so sad, including nefarious. Al Rich said this is a shakedown. This is what it sounds like. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jigga and Beyonce are behind it, okay? After the other stuff that Nicki said that they did. Now, Nicki says, I'm still in my car. They took my luggage without consent. Lied and said it was on the jet. They're trying to keep me from Manchester. Hold on, let me scroll down. They tried to make me book another jet every time, all because I fired management who I found out for years were adding on $30,000 to $50,000 on my jet and pocketing it. I fired a tour manager recently who was doing the same thing and got mad he got the boot. Their goal is to make me late and pocket $40K. I'm on the jet alone. This is how they plant things in your luggage. My plane was scheduled to leave 2 hours ago. They didn't know I was planning for them just like they were planning for me. My filming every single thing made them really mad. And then someone says, Nicki, we love you and just want to see you. Please just get here safely. She says, bingo. Then someone says, they so dumb. Pre-rolls are little as F. You can literally tell the weighing size on the packs they sell you. It has everything on it. Definitely sounds like somebody's trying to sabotage Nicki. Okay? Definitely sounds like they're trying to sabotage her as far as I'm concerned. What do you all think about it? What do you all think about it? And so, marijuana is not criminalized for personal use over there. It's not like she was caring enough to be trying to sell it. Okay, pre-wraps. I'm just curious, okay? Why all this is even going on if it's not something shady. Lillian says, OMG, Jay and Beyonce are nefarious if they had anything to do with it. Okay? Neon Black said, yes, Queen, sounds like BS. It absolutely does. All right? And then Sharon says, why is she traveling alone? Now, she may have had some people with her. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they were with her and they just weren't there at the time. I don't know. Pearlie says, I believe it's a setup too, Queen. Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay, it sounds like it. You all remember that video I did when she was calling out Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then she talked about in her documentary about how the person who was putting hands on her, which we gathered enough information to allegedly think, to think that allegedly it was possibly Meek Mill. Not to mention Meek Mill's friend came out, and I showed you all that footage also, saying that he spat on Nicki and put hands on her or whatever. Allegedly. So that all being said, and they tried to cover up for Meek is what Nicki alleged. So that all being said, it is no telling. Root Tracker says, this smells like a paid setup. It definitely does. It definitely does. Dolly Molly says, who in their right mind would try to pass drugs throughout customs? Okay, I'm sure Nicki has more sense than that. That just makes me wonder if they are trying to put something in her bag. It all sounds fishy, is all I'm saying. Now let's talk about Sean Kingston. For those of you who missed the broadcast on the backup channel when I talked about this, and it's funny because somebody told me earlier before I broadcasted that they put it in the chat while I was on live telling me, I can't remember who it was. Shout out to you, beloved, whoever it was. They said that Sean Kingston's home had been raided. So I went looking for it on Google. The only thing I saw was from the 2020 issue where he had the thing about the grand theft. And then so later I found it and I was like, oh, so he did have his home raided. Then he posted on his social media saying that I'm good and my mom's good. Well, now he's taken that post down because apparently he nor his mother are good. Okay? Neither he or his mother are good. So let's go to the news report first and then we'll get into it.
Rapper Sean Kingston and his mother both taken into custody, allegedly stealing more than $1 million. Thanks again for joining us here on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm David Ono.
I'm Ellen Leyva. Sean Kingston was arrested in San Bernardino County just hours after his mother was arrested during a SWAT raid of their Florida home.
And Eyewitness News reporter Ashley Mackey joins us now with more on the charges being levied against the singer and his mom. Ashley?
That's right, Dave and Ellen. Sean Kingston and his mother are both facing several charges related to fraud and theft. On Thursday, we reported that the two were arrested. In an Instagram post that's been since taken down, Kingston wrote, "I'm good, and so is my mother. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak." Well, today, his mother, Janice Turner, stood before a judge. American singer Sean Kingston, best known for his 2007 hit Beautiful Girls, is being held at the High Desert Detention Center in Adelanto, California, after a SWAT team raided his Florida home mansion. It was there in South Florida that his mother, 61-year-old Janice Turner, was arrested on fraud and theft charges. Turner and her attorney appeared before a judge Friday morning. She faces 8 charges, including grand theft, fraud, and organized scheme to defraud.
Criminal use of personal identification information. Count 7, grand theft greater than $100,000. And count 8, criminal use of personal identification information. I do find probable cause.
Kingston, whose real name is Keyshawn Anderson, was arrested without incident in San Bernardino County. He was performing at a park in Fort Irwin, more than 30 miles outside of Barstow. Several items were seized during the raid on his home in Florida. An attorney present during the raid filed a lawsuit against Kingston, accusing him of paying only $30,000 for a 17-foot TV system that cost $150,000.
He has basically a sales pitch that he goes through to defraud people. He induces them into giving him really expensive things. We know that our property is inside this house right here.
Janice Turner's attorney asked the judge to consider dropping the bond amount from $20,000 each count to $10,000 each count. But given that Turner has been charged for similar crimes in the past, the judge found the bond amounts appropriate. Reporting live in studio, Ashley Mackey, ABC 7.
This is all nefarious. Lillian said his mama's a gangster. Shida Master Urban says she had tapes of Meek in them, so it is definitely a setup. Sounds like it, beloved. I would not be surprised. Okay, so let's talk about it, because Sean King, this is not the way to go, honey. Police. Okay, didn't Cat Williams tell y'all that everything is going to be exposed in 2024? Everybody's being called out on all fronts. And so here's what they say. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. What is Sean Kingston's net worth? Hold on, before I get to that. We'll get to that in a minute, because it can't be that high. Okay, if he's going through all of this. Okay, new warrants detail charges against singer Sean Kingston and his mother. Says his 61-year-old, or Kingston, whose real name is Keyshawn Paul Anderson, was arrested in California Thursday on the Broward Sheriff's Office warrant. His 61-year-old mother, Janice Turner, was taken into custody earlier Thursday during a raid of the Southwest Ranches mansion where the singer lives. Now, according to the warrants released on Friday, Kingston faces 10 charges, including grand theft, fraud, organized scheme to defraud, and criminal use of personal identification information. Turner faces 8 charges, including grand theft, fraud, organized scheme to defraud, and criminal use of personal identification information. Now, the warrant said that from October of 2023 to March of this year, Kingston, Turner, and others defrauded multiple businesses, including a jeweler, a luxury furniture maker, a high-end auto dealer, and a company that specializes in TV and entertainment systems. The mother and son duo did unlawfully participate in a systematic, ongoing course of conduct with intent to defraud one or more persons, according to the warrants. Now, Turner is also accused of fraudulent use of personal identification related to multiple bank transactions valued at thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, with Kingston a principal in committing the crime. In one instance, Kingston allegedly fraudulently obtained a bed valued at more than $86,000 from a company named Marie, whose website said it designs and creates the world's largest luxury beds. And another, a Cadillac Escalade, valued at $159,701 and was fraudulently obtained by an exotic car dealership, according to the warrants. Also fraudulently obtained jewelry. They obtained jewelry that was valued at $480,000. Now, of the 10 charges Kingston faces, one is for probation violation. Florida Department of Corrections records show that Kingston is currently on 2 years probation for trafficking stolen property. That would likely be from the 2020 charge for the grand theft. Further information on that conviction could not be found. Now, according to an attorney, Thursday's raid is partly connected to a lawsuit that he filed against Kingston in February, accusing Kingston of defrauding a Florida company that installed in his home a 232-inch television that he never paid for. Kingston was seen posing in front of the TV in a picture, snitching on himself clearly. He likes having bling. He likes showing off. He's a showman. That's what attorney Dennis Card said. My client has a $150,000 television sound system that's in there. There's also about $1 million worth of watches that are in there. There's a $80,000 custom bed that he ordered. And this is an organized, systematic fraud. Fraud today, as we would say. Now, in the lawsuit, Verver Entertainment alleges that Kingston contacted the company in September about purchasing the television, sold under the brand name Colossal TV, and having it installed. Kingston allegedly told the company that if they would agree to lower the down payment and give him credit, he and Justin Bieber would do commercials for them. No, he didn't put Justin in it. So in November, Justin probably hasn't talked to him since 2019, but let me continue. Now, people love negative energy. This is what Kingston said. He posted this on Instagram earlier Thursday. I am good, and so is my mother. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak. And the post was then soon taken down. Please sit down, Sean Kingston, okay? First of all, Robert Rosenblatt, an attorney representing the rapper and his mother, they said, we are aware of some of the allegations being made against the two. Sean and Janice deny their guilt, and we look forward to trying this case before a jury in Broward County. Now, he added that there was no criminal intent and that this should be a civil case. No, it's really criminal intent. You see, when you purposely lie and misrepresent things to people to obtain property, and you know you have no intention of paying for it, at least not paying anything on it, or whether it's paying not anything or paying only a portion of what they're requesting, that's fraud. And that is definitely intent. Was there a guilty mind? Yes, there was. Okay. So with that all being said, goes on to say Kingston, age 34, had some major hits, including his 2007 debut single, Beautiful Girls. He's previously collaborated with Justin Bieber and Soulja Boy. According to the lawsuit, Kingston no longer has a working relationship with Bieber, who recently dropped his longtime manager. Okay, but he's sitting there lying, telling that man that him and Bieber are going to do commercials for their company if they give him a discount. But please pay attention. Now, he's got basically a script. He says the script when he walks. He says that he works with Justin Bieber. This is what he says when he walks in and talks to the people. He says he works with Justin Bieber and that he obviously puts on a show here. This is a rental house that he doesn't even own, by the way. And he lures people using his celebrity into having them release things without him paying for it. And then he simply never pays. This is what they said. Let me tell you all something. This is all nefarious. Now, you know you are down bad when you are lying and defrauding people to get a bed and a TV. And then you're talking about doing commercials and then putting Justin Bieber in the mix. This is all so nefarious. Please pay attention. Okay, please pay attention. Truth Brown said this proves he is broke as hell. Wow, so he is broke as... This is all nefarious. Look at Juju coming in here all late talking about what happened with Nicki. Juju, please sit down. You're going to have to catch the replay. Nicki was detained in Amsterdam, okay? They accused her of having drugs in her luggage. All right, and so this is all crazy, but let me continue. Goes on to say that he got this whole script. Now, they say during Thursday's raid, a line of luxury cars were seen parked outside the 7-bedroom, 15,000 square foot mansion, which records show had last sold for $2.25 million in 2021. From 2015 to 2022, Kingston had numerous judgments filed against him for not paying for expensive watches and jewelry. In one judgment, the singer allegedly didn't pay for 2 luxury watches worth more than $1 million. Yeah, this is a whole lot worse than civil. This is in fact criminal. Now, he's 100% a scammer. He's on felony probation now for trafficking in stolen property. He's got judgments against him for procuring more than $1 million in watches without paying for them. This is what Card says. This is just an ongoing pattern for Sean. Now, according to federal court records, his mother pleaded guilty in 2006 to bank fraud for stealing over $160,000 and served nearly 1.5 years in prison. His mother went to prison. Kingston will be held in California pending extradition to Florida. Turner appeared before a Broward County judge who ordered her held on a $160,000 bond. This is all nefarious. Okay, I just want you all to know. This is all, and his mother, rather than talking sense into her son and telling him this isn't the way to go, try to get your music back popping, at least try to write songs for other people or something lucrative and constructive, but she was in on the whole fraud. What is Sean Kingston's net worth? Exploring his wealth and fortune amid arrest on theft and fraud charges. Singer-rapper Sean Kingston and his mother Janice Turner were taken into custody May the 23rd after the officers raided their Miami mansion. Now, it goes on to say the raid happened at his rented house. They made sure to put it in there that it's rented, okay, but he was arrested in California. Now, let's go down to where it talks about his net worth. According to Celebrity Net Worth, rapper Sean Kingston, who is of Jamaican and American descent, is worth $500,000. Sean Kingston was born Keshawn Anderson on February the 3rd, 1990 in Miami, Florida. He spent a significant portion of his early years in Jamaica, which had a big impact on his musical taste. Kingston made his musical debut as a teenager with Beautiful Girls, which went on to become a worldwide smash and cemented his spot in the music business. Now, his most popular songs are Eeny Meeny and Fire Burning. Sean's career started in the mid-2000s when he was found on MySpace. Following his signing to a record deal, Kingston put out several singles and albums that did well on the US and the UK charts. Sean Kingston's career has been characterized by several difficulties, including financial and legal problems, notwithstanding his early successes. He was in a near-fatal jet ski accident in Miami in 2011, which left him with serious injuries and a protracted recuperation time. Now, his career was briefly put on hold, and his earning potential was impacted by this tragedy. Kingston's $500K net worth has also been impacted by lawsuits and financial problems. So listen, when you're down to your last $500K, I mean, as a celebrity, not just a regular person, but when you're down to your last $500K and then you have all of this coming on, you got to pay for all these attorneys for yourself and your mom, not to mention he's going to have to pay restitution for all these people that he defrauded and scammed. You think they're just going to let him get away with this? No, he's going to have to pay this all back. So this is going to have him just out there broker than broke. Please pay attention. Now, Kingston's career exemplifies his perseverance and love of music, from a budding musician with a breakthrough hit to a man navigating the complications of stardom and personal hardship. The industry has been touched by his ability to meld many musical genres and produce unique, catchy songs. Okay, that must be a fan that wrote that. So what do you all have to say about it? This is all sad. This is all so sad. Squirrel Muhammad said, seems like they're taking advantage of disabled and the elderly. Nessie X said, Queen, did you get my email about the conversation? I didn't, beloved. I didn't. Could you please resend it and send it to the rootofallevil227@gmail.com? Okay? Please send it there, because I get thousands of emails a day. I can't read them all or even see all of them, beloved. Okay, so anyway, honey, this is all so sad, including nefarious. Okay, prayers for Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, that they beat the charges. Truth Brown said, I'm going to need him to sit down and write a song. I know that's right, how to do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. Please pay attention. Mr. E said Cat Williams is their overlord. You all are all messy. I'm about to get up out of here. Let me just tell you all about JLo and Ben Affleck. Honey, JLo done made Ben lose his mind. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. And then now it looks like he might be getting back with Jennifer Garner, honey. Okay, please pay attention. Let me pull this up. First of all, JLo tried to go in on a reporter because he simply asked her about Ben. Now, if she didn't want to talk about Ben, first of all, well, maybe she should have done the interview. What did she think they were going to ask her about? I mean, just her alone, there's no relevance to her. They have to ask her about Ben Affleck or Diddy. Okay? And so, speaking of which, exclusive, Jennifer Lopez is disgusted by footage of ex-boyfriend Diddy beating up singer Cassie, as video marks the latest blow to the singer as she focuses on battling to save her marriage. Honey, that marriage is over. Ben said he was mentally insane. We'll get to that in a minute. So Jennifer has been left disturbed and heartbroken at the footage of her ex-boyfriend Diddy beating his then-girlfriend Cassie in a hotel corridor, marking the latest blow for the singer amid reports her marriage is heading for divorce. The release of CNN footage showing the arrest of the artist's real name Sean Combs throwing Cassie to the ground and furiously kicking her sparked widespread backlash on Friday. But JLo, who dated the rapper from 1999 to 2001, reportedly has no plans to publicly address the harrowing recording or any of the accusations leveled against him in the recent months. Oh, yeah, she's not going to say anything. And the reason she's not going to say anything is because she knew. Okay, she knew what kind of person Diddy was. I'm willing to bet money. At the end of the day, she knew. And not to mention, she was still friends with Diddy. Okay, when they broke up, she still remained friends with Diddy. We saw it when I showed you all the video of her dancing on live with him during the pandemic when he was hosting those parties on Instagram, those parties where he's calling other celebrities. Okay, and then the other video that I showed you all when they asked who would she let drown if she could only save one, Ben or Diddy, which I'll play that again in a moment. Now, among everything else that Jen is dealing with in her life, she is aware and has seen that what Diddy did and is tremendously disappointed. This is what a source told thedailymail.com. And so they say Jen is not going to address the accusations or take time to talk about them because it's not her story to tell. So then goes on to say that if she is asked about it in a future interview, she will cross that path as when it happens, but she won't address it publicly and will not put herself in that conversation on purpose. I bet she won't. Now, footage of a shirtless Diddy wrapped in a towel chasing Cassie down the corridor in the hotel went viral. Okay, and so anyway, Lopez, who has allegedly been in crisis talks over her tour and is battling to save her marriage to Ben Affleck, was reportedly left disgusted at someone she once trusted, turning into a very damaged human being. Turning into one? So we're supposed to think that he wasn't the same way when she was with him? Amid everything else that Jen is dealing with in her life, she is aware and has seen what Diddy did and is disappointed, according to an insider. Saying that not that people forget, but her relationship with him several years ago had its tumultuous ups and downs. What he did or what he has done and what he has been accused of is heartbreaking. It's disgusting for her to see that someone who at one point in her life was someone she put so much trust in has ended up turning into a very damaged human being. It's disturbing to see. Let me tell y'all something. Here's why JLo's not going to ever come out and say anything negative about Diddy. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, you all know that in the lawsuit that was just filed by April Lampros, didn't she say that she found out in 2023 that Diddy had recorded he and her having relations when this man told her then boyfriend about it? and suggested that he reconsider being with her. With that all being said, also in Rodney Jones's lawsuit, it was said and alleged that he has the recordings of numerous people. You all don't think that JLo's been to some of those parties? Of course she has. I would say so. I would venture to guess, because when I played for you the video where he was reading the list of people that he was inviting to his party, even though at the time some of us thought that he was clearly exposing them, but he named JLo's name. He was inviting her to the party too. Okay? So, and I don't think it was a coincidence that JLo lived very close to his one-star island mansion in Miami. I don't think that was a coincidence. And so with that all being said, all I'm saying is this. It's very likely that Diddy has footage of him and JLo having relations. And if Diddy was trying to get all these other women to engage in freak-offs, whether they wanted to or not, he may have done the same thing with JLo. Not saying that he did, but it's a possibility. But it is even more so plausible that he actually has footage of her and him. Okay? And she likely knows that, or maybe at least suspects it. Okay? Please pay attention. So she's not going to be saying anything negative about him anytime soon, is all I'm saying. And that is for certain. She's going to keep very quiet on this. Now, Lopez has remained silent in the face of allegations and lawsuits against her ex, whose houses were raided by Homeland Security in connection with the federal sex trafficking investigation back in March, and has said little about their time together. Not to mention, since the new accusations have come back to surface about Diddy being the shooter in 1999 when they entered that club, and it also being said and alleged in Rodney Jones's lawsuit that JLo was the one who presented him with the weapon that she carried into the club on the night in question in her purse. So yes, JLo doesn't have anything to say about any of that. Okay, she doesn't want to be incriminated. She doesn't want to have to be called to testify. She doesn't want to have anything to do with it. She's trying to keep her hands clean. But it's a little too late. Now, with that all being said, goes on to say, they met on the set of her music video, If You Had My Love, in 1999, before splitting in 2001, and amid rumors that Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, had been unfaithful, something Lopez later confirmed. Yeah. She knew that he was being unfaithful, honey. She went to throw blows with him one time, honey. That's what I heard on the streets. Okay, y'all remember that story when they said she was ready to fight Diddy because she thought he was doing a little something up there in the studio with some chicks. And I just want you all to pay attention because that goes back to what I told you days ago, that in the studio, these men be in there hours at a time. And I told you, and late into the wee hours of the morning, and I told you all that in Diddy's lawsuit, some of these allegations against him, these incidents occurred at studios. And that's because men who are in the studio for hours and late at night, well, they tend to bring them some entertainment up in there. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but this is very often what they do. Okay, trust me. All right? So with that all being said, now, the pair were arrested soon after they started dating, following a shooting at the Times Square nightclub in December of 1999 that left 3 people injured. Lopez was released from custody without being charged after 14 hours in jail. 14 whole hours in jail must have seemed like a lifetime to JLo. Okay, while Diddy later walked free after a 7-week trial, which said that his protege, Jamal Shine Barrow, long suspected to be the fall guy, convicted and sentenced to 10 years. Now, a recent lawsuit filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones alleges that it was JLo who carried the gun into the club for Diddy and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. Okay? They say it was a complete nightmare from beginning to end. This is what JLo recalled when she talked to Elle magazine back in July of 2000. I was scared to death in that car. I had absolutely no idea what was going on. No one did. Girl, please sit down, JLo. That's probably the best acting that she's done to date. Okay, sitting there talking about she had no idea what was going on. Girl, you carried the gun in there and you handed it to it when he fired off shots. That's what you did. But anyway, I digress. Now, Diddy has been accused of sexual assault, rape, and sex trafficking, including a lawsuit filed by Cassie that was settled in November out of court. He has denied the allegations against him, and his representatives did not immediately respond to requests for comment when contacted by the Daily Mail. Another source said that the embattled rapper was stunned by the video release and had been huddled with his attorneys for crisis talks as he feared more could follow. Not more could follow. See, that's how you know. How nefarious was he? In order for you to be concerned about more videos being released, that lets me know that you've been beating other people, okay? You've been doing some more things and probably, of course, may even have more footage of Cassie, of him doing things to her. Now, a close confidant to Cassie said that she was also taken aback by the release of the viral clip, which was said to be triggering for her. She is just happy that she escaped him and is planning to write a book which will help other victims of domestic violence or domestic abuse escape from their wicked tormentors. Lopez is currently at the center of speculation about her marriage to Affleck, with insiders telling DailyMail.com that his wife, Jennifer Garner, is desperately trying to help him. I bet she is. The actress said the actresses are said to be fearful that the actor could relapse and break his sobriety under the strain. Okay, so I want you all to pay attention. They said it was triggering for Cassie. I know that it absolutely was, but I still think her lawyers released it. And at the end of the day, it's going to work out for her benefit, not her detriment. Okay, the detriment is only for Diddy now that everyone has seen it. All right, and here's the thing: the feds would not release that footage when they have an ongoing investigation, as it could have done something to taint their case. So the feds would not have released that footage at the end of the day. All right, and so I just find it all so interesting. But Diddy's been exposed on all fronts. Please pay attention. And don't be surprised if more lawsuits come out. Now, I told you all, once that video footage was leaked, I told you all. I said more people are going to come out and file lawsuits against him now. So, now let's talk about Ben Affleck. Let's talk about Ben Affleck, because he's been seen without his wedding ring and all of that. Hold on, beloveds. Likes up, please like and share. Thank you in advance. And his ex-girlfriend, Jennifer Garner, his ex, Jennifer Garner, has been pulling up to his house. And he also said something about being temporarily insane while he was married to JLo. So let's get into it. Ben Affleck was temporarily insane when he wed Jennifer Lopez and is now pushing for a divorce after 2 years, calling it a fever dream marriage. Now, amid swirling split rumors, Page Six has claimed that Ben Affleck is all ready to call an end to his 2-year marriage, going as far as to claim the decision to tie the knot was done out of temporary insanity. Now, a source told the site that the Oscar-winning Argo star has come to his senses after previously being so in love with Jennifer Lopez, that he could not think straight. While he was being spotted spending quality time alone with JLo in recent days, he now feels his head is clear and he can move on, saying that if there was a way to divorce on grounds of temporary insanity, that's what he would do. He feels like the last 2 years was just a fever dream, and he's come to his senses now and understands there's no way that this is going to work. People also made claims on Monday about how they do not align when it comes to public attention, but their source maintained that they will stick it out as they have a great love story. The two have also been looking at new homes it claims they bought a $60 million mansion together last year. Now, this is what Page Six says. Okay, and they said Lopez basically said that it was for investment purposes. So fans started to notice that something might be wrong with the power couple after they had not been photographed together in almost 2 months. Well, here's the thing. They say that Ben's been hiding that wedding ring. This was reported by Page Six. Ben Affleck uses sweater to hide ring finger from Paps, and that'll be the paparazzi, that's plural, amid Jennifer Lopez's marital woes. So Ben Affleck gave paparazzi quite the show as he hid his ring finger from their view amid reports that his marriage to Jennifer Lopez is on the rocks. Now, Shutterbugs caught up with the actor on Wednesday in Los Angeles as he was picking up his son Samuel, who he shares with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. They were picking him up from school. Now, as Affleck and the 12-year-old made their way down the sidewalk into their car, the director draped a blue sweater over his left shoulder while he kept his arm bent and therefore totally covered. Affleck knew he was being watched, but did not interact with photographers. His son, however, decided to pap the paps himself. I don't know what that means. Okay, so anyway, I mean, they are camped outside the man's child's school. These paparazzi can be so annoying, I'm sure. Okay. Now, did Ben Affleck get back with the wrong Jen? Jennifer Garner supported actor in recovery from alcoholism even after their split. And she is so loyal, she wants to save his marriage to JLo and lives the low-key lifestyle. That he craves. This is what they say. Now, I'm just going to go to some footage because I'm not going to read all of this because, really, you can tell JLo is a real B. Oh, yes, Truth Brown. Did you all remember that video that I showed you when he and JLo were getting in the car and he opened the door for her and then he just slammed the door and he was just like he had it. He looked like he was just completely over it at that point. Please pay attention. Okay? Please pay attention.
Asked her about Diddy the way that she reacted. Because, girl, in Mexico doing press for her new film, a reporter had asked her about her and Ben and the divorce rumors, and she smiled and quickly said, you know better than that. But, I mean, is that not a valid question? The reporter is already better than me because I would have asked, what are your thoughts on this whole Diddy situation since you dated him? I mean, I feel like that's a very valid question considering earlier this week he just told a source that if he could divorce on the grounds of pleading temporarily insane, he would. And that apparently his 2-year marriage to you has just been a fever dream. I think that people are very valid in their concerns. If I were her, I would just mentally prepare because it seems like it's going to be a very long press tour. But I need y'all to ask the right questions, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much. ¿Qué te pasa?
Okay, we're not doing that.
No, estaba encerrado.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Estamos tomando preguntas. You know better than that.
Come on. Don't come in here with that energy, please. Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Oh, so nefarious.
Speaking of JLo and Ben Affleck, I found a blind item from 2012 that's about Jennifer Lopez, P. Diddy, and Ben Affleck. It is a fucking doozy, you guys, and it did not age well. I have to say that in the world of divas, this is one of my favorites. She has been in this space before for a fairly big thing, but for an entirely different reason than today's item. Through the years, our diva, who's an A-list everything in her own mind diva, but on a lesser scale when it comes to her actual talent, has always acted a little bit more innocent than she really is. She has done a little bit of everything and has A-list name recognition and is known throughout the world. Back in the day, she was involved with another A-list celebrity. She liked to stay in the background and pretended she was this naive person when it came to the real world, but she isn't. She played our celebrity exactly the way he needed to be played, and she walked away with well over $2 million from her time with him and never paid for anything and earned a huge sum for herself, much of which was based on the publicity she got from being with him. Did you hear that? Much of it was based on the publicity she got from being with him. The publicity she got from being with him. One time, our diva was involved in something very messy. She pleaded ignorance and that she had no idea what was going on, when in fact, she was the one who caused it all to happen by her actions. Later, she basically ran the same con again with another celebrity. She walked away with millions in cash and gifts and some huge paychecks that were way more than she should have been earning, but the publicity allowed her to get her rates way, way up. From the time our diva first burst on the scene, she has been cold and calculated and makes every decision with a very cold heart. It is all business and everything she does is business. You guys, that other celebrity, okay, that she ran the same con on again was Ben Affleck. Not gonna lie, I feel like Jennifer Lopez is Ben Affleck's sober companion. Very, very expensive sober companion. And since he was just seen drinking like 2 weeks ago or last week even, I feel like he's done being sober with his sober companion.
I find it all so nefarious, but hold on, because Jennifer needs to sit down somewhere because he's been seen lately, like I said, with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Now let's get into it. Now I muted the volume on this because I don't want any problems with ScrewTube. There they are picking their son up, and she was parked outside of his house and all of that. So JLo, she might as well just call it quits. It's over for her. It's a wrap. Clearly, the man's tired of her mess. She's probably the wicked witch of the West. No wedding ring, as you can see. Okay, so he's clearly not wearing his wedding ring, and Jennifer Garner has been at his house. And not to mention, like I told you guys, he's also purchased supposedly, allegedly, purchased $100,000 a month. Now, first of all, who pays $100,000 a month, honey? Okay, I don't care what kind of money you have. That's crazy to me. But says that he purchased a rental. Ben Affleck's $100,000 per month rental mansion is just a short drive from ex-wife Jennifer Gardner amid rumors of him and JLo's split. Okay? And so, yeah, that's what they're saying. Hold on. There's footage. I'm going to mute the volume and play that. Hold on. Just so you can see the aerial view. You all can see the aerial view. All right, so it looks like it's a wrap for J-Ho. Okay, looks like it's a wrap. So with that all being said, everyone please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Okay, thank you in advance. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr.A_Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. I hope you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. All right, enjoy your strong end, not the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. And until next time, beloveds, I will talk to you all again soon. Okay? Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hit him with that gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got